This is why Yahweh Shai told the daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and your children. Before I get started, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the salutation and blessings to the hopeful members of the elect scattered throughout the four winds of the earth. As you can see in the title of this, and a few bros have done videos on this, given this baby formula shortage. All right, it says, I can't feed my son. Baby formula shortage reaches critical stage in U.S. as desperate parents search for ration supplies. All right. And this is major. All right. The Lord ain't playing. And not only is this happening, there's other things happening which we're gonna go into after this. All right. But it says the situation in the United States regarding shortages of baby formula has gone from bad to critical in recent weeks as supplies have dwindled so much that parents with infants are beginning to panic. And not only the parents with infants that's panicking right now, but you got women that's pregnant right now, you know? And the woman don't want to breastfeed, but women that's pregnant now and they giving birth, they going to have to breastfeed. And Yahweh Shai said here in Luke 23, which I got it queued up. All right. Now this was, of course, he was speaking about 70 AD, but then you can apply that to now. All right. As we see, these shortages are starting to hit, and they're starting to hit a lot faster. All right. This inflation, the more money is costing to buy these items, especially these, canned meats, these long shelf items. All right. These things are starting to ramp up, and they're ramping up fast, very fast. Okay. And it's like a snowball is getting ready to slap into the wall and explode and cause all type of chaos. That's how much prophecy is going on as far as bringing in the destruction, chaos, lawlessness. All right, mass death. Okay, starvation, cannibalism, pestilence. Everything is getting ready to hit all at once. One right after another. Okay, because this thing is getting ready to be biblical this time. Okay, it's not gonna be fake and drawn out, or you're gonna be on social media, FaceTiming and things. Nah, this is finna be for real. That's getting ready to happen out here. All right, this is Luke 23:28. It says, but Yahweh Shai turning unto them said, daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. All right. For behold, the days are coming in the which they shall say, blessed are the barren, meaning blessed are those women that don't have children. And we in them times. All right. You got women that got a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old. 6-year-old, 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 2-year-old. Got all these children. And if they not of the elect, which a lot of is a lot of women and children, the Lord is getting ready to put to death. We're getting ready to see the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, as he once did it to us before. All right. During the siege of the Assyrian king. All right. During the siege of the Romans. Okay. all these different times we besieged and starved out, it wasn't pretty, man. The wrath of the Lord to the point to where women were boiling their children. They were boiling their children to eat. And that's in the book of 2 Kings, the 6th chapter, which Lord will, I'm going to read. It says, 29 again, it says, for behold, the days are coming in the which they shall say, blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bear, and the paps which never gave suck. Then shall they begin to say to the mountains, fall on us, and to the hills, cover us. For if they do these things in the green tree, what shall be done in the dry? All right. So it's getting ready to be bad for you single mothers out there. All right. You single mothers, you black women that's smothering your babies. You doing all these crazy things to your children. You gonna have to eat them children. Okay? And that's scriptural. Okay? That is scripture, the book of Lamentations. All right? Let me see if I can get there. And this is why Yahweh Shai said what he said right here. What we just read. All right? Let me see. Let me go. Bear with me. Yeah, 2 Kings 6 and 24, it says, and it came to pass after this that Benhadad, king of Syria, gathered all his host and went up and besieged Samaria. All right, and that's basically, essentially what's happening to America right now. They're being sieged off. There's no imports coming in as far as food and grain. This is what that whole Ukraine thing is all about. All right. Things are getting ready to come to an abrupt stop. All right. Factories being destroyed. Okay. A baby formula shortage, which that's poison anyway. It says, verse 25, and there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a calf of a dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. And not only is famine here, hyperinflation, okay? All these things are here. The same things that happened in the past to us, they're getting ready to happen to us again, but on a grander scale, higher technologies, all right? Greater atrocities, greater destructions, okay? The Lord is really finna bring this judgment, and it's not gonna be pretty, man. It's gonna be bad out here, okay? Because you when you out and about, and you, at least me, people are not paying attention. People don't know what the hell's going on. People do not have a clue what the hell's going on, man, out here. Especially Jake. Okay, majority of the people are still lost in the sauce and jabbed up with that juice. All right. It says, verse 26, and as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, help me. What, Salakia, help, my lord, O king. And he said, if the Lord do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? out of the barn floor or out of the winepress? And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. Now, this is a case more than likely of their children dying of starvation. All right, and they resorting to boil their children so that they can keep themselves alive. So, going back to this article, okay, you gonna have babies dying because the mother, her breast ain't gonna be able to produce no milk. All right, because she didn't activate it when it was time to. She went straight to the Similac. A lot of these women. Okay, you women that's pregnant now, you better get your diet in order and so you can breastfeed your babies. Otherwise, it's gonna be bad for you. It's already gonna be bad for you if you don't got Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, they warning about these crises, and this is just one of the things that's short. Is this baby formula? All right. It says mothers across the country are struggling to feed their babies amid nationwide shortages of baby formula, as national out of stock levels jump 9 percentage points from 31% to 40% between April 3rd and April 24th. Making the nationwide shortage worse is the fact that the major national retail chains have begun to ration what supplies of formula they have. One each tail website, eBay, one e-tail, or maybe that should say retail. One retail website, eBay, has been seen some cans sell for as much as $800, following a recall of popular brands after an infant died from an infection. Now, the different parts of, guarantee you this is going to happen. The different parts of the U.S. where, they're not rationing the formula, people are about to start buying up all of them rich Edomites and them goddamn Elamites and the Moabites. They're going to start buying it up so they can sell it online for a ridiculous amount of price, for a ridiculous price, like we just read, an $800 can. All right, eBay is mostly users that get on there and sell what they have. It's not like Amazon. There's people that create accounts, and they go on there to sell things that they have. And that's what's gonna happen. This probably happening right now as we speak. Soon as this news broke, you had all them rich ass heathens. They'll go buy up a gang of baby formula and just sit on it, and then they paying $50, all right, for the can, and they gonna charge $800 for the can, all right, and it's mainly for Jake. Because Jake is the one. Esau don't get they children no goddamn baby formula. That white woman is breastfeeding. Okay, it's the Israelite woman. So the Lord is getting ready to cash in on the judgment on you women. All right, those of you women that took feminism and ran with it and thought you was just going to be here with some type of authority and power just because the white man said so. The Lord is finna pump your brakes out here, man. Okay? We'll see how much girl power you women have when these women are their children are starving, and how much you gonna help one another then, because men ain't helping you women. Men are going their own way out here, man. And the Most High has elect women set up for the elect, all right? And the rest of you, the majority of you finna catch holy hell out here in Babylon the Great. All right, you single mothers, you Section 8s with the big ass crib and badass kids in there, and you living comfortably. Only time you come out your room is to cook. You buy nothing but the bullshit food. You stack and pack the refrigerator every month, twice a month when you get them stamps with nothing but bullshit. But now the Lord is getting ready to cash in on you. Isaiah the 32nd chapter. The vintage shall fail. All right. Matter of fact, let's get there. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 10. Let me go to 8. Let me see. No, 9. Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. And Similac is a form of being at ease. Even you don't even know you killing your child. You doing it because you at ease. You don't want to actually be a mother, man. Part of being a mother is breastfeeding, man. That's the bond that you create with your baby. But that you didn't the Israelite woman and put that on the back burner because Esau said so. It says, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. All right, and you seeing more and more how careless the black woman is. There was a report of a woman, her baby fell asleep on the sidewalk while she was out shaking her ass in the club. Okay, more and more of these careless ass stories. You seeing the black woman smother her child in the crib and smother and sending the video to her baby's father, the father of the child, smothering the baby. Showing you how careless and how cruel the Israelite woman has become, man. All right. But the Lord is getting ready to judge. All right. That's why in Ezekiel 9, it speaks about and women. Get them women. Okay. It says, hear my words, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. And we know the majority of the women of our nation, they not going to give ear. Okay. Majority of them not going to give ear unto the speech of the Lord. Okay. They didn't even want to listen to Kevin Samuels. All right. They was talking shit to Kevin Samuels, the majority of the women, you know, bucking up against him. And he was you know, he wasn't coming biblically. So how much more when you come biblically to these women ain't finna bow out to this. And that's why the Lord is going to bring many miseries upon them. All right. It says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless daughters. Or Salaki, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. All right? And that's what's getting ready to happen to you. Okay? You already getting hit, complaining about you can't feed your baby. Okay? That baby get to crying and hooting and hollering. That's gonna bug you out. It says they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Upon the land of my people shall come up the thorns and briars, yea, upon the houses of the joy in the joyous city. All right, so this judgment that's coming is finna directly affect you Israelites, this famine that's coming. Okay, which is gonna lead me to this next video I want to show. Okay, here on YouTube. This is Fox Business. This is the CEO of Goya. He's getting ready to speak about this famine. All right.
Inflation hitting a new 40-year high in the month of March. Americans especially getting hit hard at the grocery store. The price of items like dried beans, canned vegetables, flour, all up better than 10% from the same time just 1 year ago. Joining me right now is the president and CEO of Goya Foods, Bob Unanue. Bob, it's good to see you. Thanks very much for being here. Assess the situation. How do you see inflation today?
Good to see you, Maria. We are on the precipice of a global food crisis. God created humanity. Humanity has created every way to destroy itself, from nuclear, biological, chemical. But now we've waged a war. We've weaponized food. In the Ukraine, between the Ukraine and Russia, they represent 50% of the world's production of fertilizer, 30% wheat, 20% corn, 2.5 million acres of sunflowers, other food and minerals. They also have sand for fracking, sand for glass. And, you know, they have, with Russia's doing with their land bridge, they're also cutting off the Ukraine to the sea. They've taken Mariupol, pretty much. Odessa is left. If they cut off Odessa, then they basically landlock the Ukraine, and they can't export. They can't either plant. Right now, when the planting.
So basically what he's saying, that whole war that's going on, which we know was really going on, is stopping a lot of the world's importing or those countries, Russia and Ukraine, from exporting a great percentage of the world's grain, fertilizer, all right, corn, things of this nature to keep things going. Which we know this is done, this has been done systematically on purpose. Okay? All this stuff is getting ready to hit, man. All at once. Let's go back to Luke 23, because I think it says it. Let's go to 21. Luke 21. 21 and 19. Okay. As we see, if the CEO of Goya is getting on Fox Business and telling you that we on the brink of a catastrophic food shortage, all right, he's seeing the numbers. He's seeing, you know, the imports and the shipments that they should be expecting, and the shipments that they're not going to be getting. They're seeing this on paper, all right? After, you got to think, decades and decades of contracts between countries, because there's no really money. There's no money exchange, just bank transactions, all right? And you know, put in the system, okay, we just sent you 53 pallets of fertilizer, 53 pallets of 10 bags of fertilizers. You know, that's one trailer full. All right, but they sending they normally send way more than that. So they seeing that these great big shipments, we talking containers full, dozens of containers full of these fertilizers, grains, corn, oils. They're not gonna be making they're not gonna be getting shipped this and going into spring, which we're in spring, and this summer. And it's gonna cause complete chaos and destruction. That's gonna cause these factories here in the States not to begin processing food. You already have food processing facilities just catching on fire. You had a Walmart catch on fire, a Walmart distribution center. So they're systematically getting ready to bring this thing, man. And we already seeing shortages in the baby formula. All right. You're going to start hearing shortages in other things, canned goods, because people that's in the know that have money, they're going to go start buying up more, even though they have more. They already have stocked up, which they stocking that up for the righteous anyway. But the point being, it's that much closer to where CEOs of these countries are going on mainstream media to tell you it's finna get bad out here. Roughly, that's what he's saying. All right. And he even goes into the wars and how that plays a big part, as you heard him. You know, it plays a big part in, you know, the production of food here in the States. Fertilizer for the farmers to farm. And we saw the past couple years, the farmers was forced to destroy their crops, destroy their fields. So basically, America's running on fumes. Pretty soon, these things are going to start dwindling in the stores. All right. The truckers, all right, ain't going to want to transport, you know, small loads or no loads. And they ain't going to have the Federal Reserve notes to continue to keep paying these high fuel charges. So as you can see, everything is lining up and is about to slap society. Something serious, man. Okay, this is we're like I said earlier, we're getting ready to witness the judgment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. A great judgment. I'm talking society crippling type judgment. It ain't gonna be like, you know, everybody bugging over Kevin Samuels' death. Man, that's nothing. Okay. What about when there's so much death out there? Ain't nobody you ain't gonna want to pick up your phone and report nothing. You gonna be afraid for your life. That's the type of judgment that's getting ready to be out here, man. All right. It says, in your patience possess ye your souls. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Okay, then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein too. And then remember, a few months ago, you know, going into last year, we were seeing a lot of military vehicle movement. Those things are set in place, ready to go now. All right, they ready to move now. Okay. Verse 22, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child. Again, all right? The women that are with child, going back to the article, all right? But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and the main distress that's going to be out here is the famine, the hyperinflation, all right, which in turn is going to turn into people rioting in the streets, just like over there in Sri Lanka, all right. St. Lucia, they were in bank lines. Sri Lanka, they were setting on fire the politicians' homes, overturning buses because of what? Hyperinflation, and they can't get to their money. They being starved out. This is what's coming to the States. It's a domino effect. These elite bankers are taking over the world, and they're trying to, you know, erect their enterprise. Okay, but the Lord he's going to throw a monkey wrench in there real soon. Okay. It says, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people. All right, the Israelites. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. Now, again, that happened 70 AD. But a lot of our people going to be led away captive into these concentration camps that they're going to erect. When they're going to turn some of these high schools and some of these elementary schools and malls and Walmarts and Targets into concentration camps. And you're going to be led right into there, because it's going to be shootouts and wars in the streets all over the place. because of the lack of bread, pursuing the second Ezra, the 15th chapter. All right. You know, people so caught up and distracted in the NBA playoffs and, you know, these just Johnny Depp case, this Roe versus Wade case. All right. First, it was the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, and they just throwing distraction after distraction. Kendrick Lamar just getting ready to drop his album. Okay. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles. All right. Now that happened. All right. That happened already. Okay. But now their time is pretty much fulfilled. Okay. This is getting ready to happen again. And we're getting ready to be risen up. But a lot of our people are going to be put to death out here. This is a part of that judgment. And we hope and pray that we are part of that number whom the Lord will shield, as well as give spiritual power to, Lord will, so that we can get through this thing. Okay? Miracles. Because without Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we ain't going to make it through it. All right? Without the Lord, you ain't making it through this thing, man. Okay? A lot of you women, you gonna be boiling your babies. The Lord is finna bring that back in the earth in a major way. Right? So I'm gonna end that. I'm gonna end it there. This was just a news and prophecy. You know, the time is at hand type video. Lord will, this was edifying to the hopeful elect. Giving all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. So on to the next video. Shalom.